your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and sound.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take tall, standing tall. Fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
motion in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams.
No 1v4. Bazuki using.
Kane with the moves in there!
Didn't stop it. He knew what was about to happen. Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
I see it now, I see it
Why
now.
are you not gonna let it do it to you, Brad?
What? 8 straight.
To show to you that I'm more good than I am bad.
Asher.
Work it out.
Stop it. They have a family. Don't do it to them.
And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
A 1v5.
And he's sniped by Illusion.
Remedi's gonna get gunned again. That was a great nade by Mayo.
Should never have gotten that 3-piece.
Yeah, somewhere deep inside of you, I know you want me to. You're just afraid to say.
Welcome everyone to week number 4 of the K7 League. I am your podcaster Element Shadow, and with me is Kamaka, and we have an amazing matchup right now. Plague Nation versus Knights Templar for our first match of this week.
Yes, indeed. This is going to be one heck of a match to kick things off because, unless I'm mistaken, these guys are, yes, indeed, pretty close in their placements. They are number 5 and number 7, Knights Templar being your number 5 team in the league, and Plague Nation being your number 7 team in the league. So in theory, this should be very, very close. But I have seen, I've gotten a few inklings from people in the chat and people that I've talked to before the game saying that they think that one team is going to just steamroll the other. But I've heard both sides. So what do you think it is? Who do you think is going to be winning this one? If you had to take a guess.
I think it's going to be difficult to say because Plague Nation started off pretty slow, 0-3 right now in their map count. But they did a full roster change. I believe there's only one player that was from the old roster, 4 new members. So we'll see what they can do. But Knights Templar, they are 9-3 right now. They are looking like the favorites to win it, in my opinion. They're looking quite strong. And we'll see if they can 3-0, or maybe it might go the distance versus Plague Nation with this new squad here.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they have a new squad, but looking at the lookout, I guess you could say here, it's probably not going to be too accurate of an indicator for the Plague Nation guys, because like you said, they have basically a brand spanking new squad. But we can still get an idea of what Knights Templar's numbers have been looking like coming into this. Pretty much about positive for most of the time. But the mode that they struggle in the most, apparently S&D. I don't quite know what their record is on maps for that, but it looks like they've had a few close ones according to the KDs in that. But close KD doesn't always mean close map counts, as we know. Moving on next into the bracket. This is what we've got for this weekend for a bracket, for a series. First one of the night is going to be Knights Templar and Plague Nation, followed by one at 9:30, Band of Misfits, our last season champions, versus Nemesis Gaming. Then tomorrow, Monolithic versus Dredge, and then Sapphire versus Natural Talent. I think the Sapphire Wolves versus Natural Talent one is going to be pristine, a pristine match, my friend.
Oh, for sure. And just to clarify on that S&D record, they are 3-1 Knights Templar. So it's not bad. Like, definitely for 1 week of gameplay, definitely looking strong for them. I wonder what their favorite map is, though. We're going to see Arcov Peak for game 2. I love that map. It's super balanced. And hopefully we can see some cool search and destroy strats.
Yeah, 100%. That is pretty much the one and only map that you pretty much without fail see a sniper on. I've seen some teams go without it, but struggle really, really badly because of their lack of sniping ability, their lack of one-shotting their opponent's ability. And basically, when you have a sniper up, it forces the other team to play more defensive. You can't just go balls to the wall, peeking people, ego challenging because of that one-shot potential. As soon as you get around the corner, you might not even be able to ADS before you're dead. So yeah, definitely an ever-present danger on that map. Next is going to be some St. Petrograd Domination, which is pretty much, fun fact, the only map that you can successfully just mollywop people on. I was casting a match yesterday, and I saw a Cosmic Wolf utterly base a team in this map, in this mode as well. Pretty much just took every flag and kept them stuck in those apartment spawns, always an ever-present danger. And then we're going to have double duty of Gunrunner.
You sounded pretty sad when you said that. You don't like Gunrunner?
No, I was just having a hard time remembering the name of it for a second, surprisingly. because the lobby was shut down, that kind of took my attention away. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on right now. But yeah.
Yeah. But Plague Nation needs to step it up. They need to show why they're a different squad. They can't go down 0-1. It will lose momentum for this squad. Obviously, this is their first K7 league match as a new roster, so they need to start off with a big impact versus this strong-looking Knights Templar.
Yeah, 100% the case. They've at least got a point to prove, being the new kids on the block. I mean, they might not necessarily be new in terms of their team name, but the people that are playing for it, they're a little bit new. I do believe, like you said, this is their first week playing, so definitely a lot to prove, especially that they are a good decision to be picking up in comparison to that old team that they were in. Or is it going to be more of the same for Plague Nation, and are they not going to be able to surpass Knights Templar for another week? We're about to find out pretty soon, you would think. I've gotten a little bit of info, and apparently the server was having a little bit of issues, and they were pinging really bad. So pretty much we're just switching up the host, and then we'll be getting going here very soon here.
All right, just a question. Are you in here?
Me? In
Yeah.
the server? No.
Oh, okay, so just join up on K7 League, I believe.
Oh, it's not able to be joined, unfortunately, according to this. Let me see real quick. Okay, there we go. All good in the hood now. Everybody's getting all on the correct sides. We got all of our people in here and all of our refs, and we're looking pretty good to go for some Hackney Yard hard point. As you saw on the maps earlier, this is going to be our first map, and it's not going to be a very, very fun one for the uninitiated. I have seen people get utterly massacred on this map just because they can't keep control over, well, they can't keep map control. It's basically is basically one of the only maps where you can just hold on to the middle of the map. If you have good control over the middle of the map, you can just pivot around in a circle, more or less, just change the direction you're facing, and the position is still useful. It's basically, if you can keep control over some key locations like green and top L, you're basically golden for this entire map.
For sure, those are definitely the two power positions going into this map. Definitely a big advantage for the coalition side, which will be looking like Knights Templars. They'll be holding they'll have the P2 spawns going in. It will really be up to Plague Nation to see if they can break. I've seen two different strategies going in my codcasting career so far. What teams usually do, it would be usually a full push right at the beginning, 2p2. That's a very high risk, high reward situation. Or sometimes the teams, what they will do is try to go for as much time on the P1. So if the other team gets the full P2 rotation, at least it's not that big of a lead.
Yeah, what I've been seeing more and more, at least at the really high tiers of matches that I've been casting, like in AGN and stuff like that, for like the Challengers and like FaZe Academy and all that, they do the second one that you said there. And we are now going to be hopping in with the match. So take a little bit of a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We're hopping in with some Hackney Yard. Look at that, so pretty. It's based in England, I think. You would think based on a name like that. But anyways, we are going to be getting in here just about right here, right now. Whoops, I accidentally hit the wrong button, so we're going to have to see that again. Funny, right? But anyways, we are going to be getting in here with the match now. There we go. Sorry, my OBS was having a little bit of temperamental issues. But now we are in with Knights Templar versus Plague Nation. So, like you said, it looks like they're going for that strategy number 2 that we saw, while Zinger Zam goes for a little bit of a pathway to try and hold them down from approaching. Try and give them a little bit of hard times from reinforcing, and oh yeah, keeping them off them a little bit, but not doing too well at it. So Knights Templar, they're pretty much in full control over this game off rip, and they are keeping them nice and entrapped in their spawns, bottom L, all that, and they just really can't even move on to it until right now, but they're still getting contested for it.
Yeah, well, last break through the hill, and then his teammates are there to back it up. Right now, it's all green in the kill feed. This will give a nice little map control for this P1 to hopefully break through this P2 hill. But as I say, Ray and Rybo get the kills, stop the push, and it's all up to Lash in this P1 all alone here, and he gets taken out. The trade fest here in the P1.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon, it's a trading game. Anyways, we've got Ray trying to hold it down in the middle, preparing for next. Plague Nation did not really get too far ahead of Knights Templar, so really good opportunity for Knights Templar to use their birthright, basically the P2 spawns that they've had since the inception of this series, and they are going to be looking to just keep them nice and far away. Atomic doing a pretty good job of this. Oh my god, taking down 3 at low health, but yeah, now they're going to be still looking like they're in a good position, and Plague Nation, after that, they're looking very, very anemic and limp and weak, trying to approach now, but they're still getting a little bit battened down. Mob trying to come on up here, but still, he can't seem to get very, very close. And basically, case in point, Magnifico utterly ripping them to shreds. But Lash coming around the corner here might have a bit of a good opportunity, but just like everything else, going up in flames for Plague Nation.
Yeah, this has been solid map control from the Knights Templar squad, and unfortunately for Plague Nation, they started giving up a bit of the screen control. Number 1, Rybo, as I say, gets taken out by Cloud. And now Plague Nation will have this control of P1, but we have to look at the minimap. Number 2, Atomic, has the L control, and they're going to slowly push up here, trying to flip these spawns.
Yes, indeed, he's coming up behind this guy, and Yellow, and he does not even see it coming, taking him down for the count, but they've still got Zinger Zam chilling up. Yeah, they pretty much spawned them out completely now. This is a hill that you really want to be pivoting for the spawns, just because I want to make a little bit of a point of something right here. Look at how freaking open this hill is right here. It's so hard to get on it without getting naded off of it. So basically, it's more advantageous to go for the spawns a little bit here and try and take maybe a little bit of time after you have total control over it if you can really get your area under control. But it's really, really a hard hill to get a whole lot of time on. Speaking of hill being hard to get a lot of time on, the next hill as well is very similar, just because of so many contest spots and corners on the hill, which you will soon see.
And look at Atomic. He's on a 9-kill streak right now, just slaying out the competition. He couldn't get the 10th. He's 16-5 right now. Really getting the kills for his squad. Look at the difference. 16-5, 4-1 for Nordic. Definitely a difference there. Plague Nation struggling to find their footing on these rotations. It looks like King's Templar have been getting the early rotations, breaking the hills perfectly. And we'll see what Lash can do. He gets 2 or make that 3. He's on a 5-kill streak right now. He needs to wait for his teammates here.
Yeah, he is on 5 now, you're right.
And he's gonna trade it out. Plague Nation will get this last scrap of 14 seconds, but oh, big kills from Zingerzam. He will actually push up to this P5 and start trying to get spawns. But Knights Templars are still spawning here. How is this possible?
It's because everyone else on his team is just so stinking far away. It's not just about how close you are to the spawns, it's how close everybody else is to the spawns as well. So Knights Templar still holding on by a thread, but Mob coming up top, trying to do a little bit of damage here. Is going to take down one, slide in the corner, not quite able to hang with Rival, but tees him up nicely for Lash, who is going to get a little bit traded out here. Like we said, ladies and gentlemen, if there was any anime to represent this game, it is Pokemon because it's a trading game. But anyways, Cloud coming up in the back and going to be not quite getting him down. It's a little bit of a rough one there for him. Really thought he had that one in the bag, but Knights Templar going to be finishing off this hill with the majority of the time and the rotation as well, and looking to get the P2 spawns as well. Nordic all the way back here. Not too many engagements, but the dude is still having a huge impact time-wise, and the kills that he has gotten have really won them the spawns here. As you can see, they're all now starting to spawn directly behind Plague Nation. So, despite the fact that they still have P1, it is still not looking too good for them, because even if they get full time off this, they're still going to be behind.
Yeah, this is a magnificent play from Knights Templar there. Almost a 100-point lead here. But Leo trying to see if he can do anything here, but his teammates are there to get the kill. Zingerzam and Cloud showing up, and it's going to turn into more of a 60-point game here.
Oh, yikes.
To Leo, what are you doing now?
Dude, I cannot believe he just got away with that, and he's going for more. This dude is getting away with murder quite literally here. 3 in a row, keeping them at bay, but this is only a temporary fix to a serious problem. As you can see, they might have finally passed the 100-point margin here, but they are still a solid 30-ish points behind the enemy team going into the next hill, which they could very well get another 60 off of, putting things into very dangerous territory that Knights Templar might be able to win off of any of the remaining hills after this. It's not looking good. Plague Nation gotta do something quick.
Yeah, Knights Templars have the map control, and we saw this in the first rotation. They are all set up, but there looks like to be a small opening near fire, but as I say that, Nordic gets the 2-piece. Amazing stuff from him. And look at number 5. Ray's gonna start pushing up, trying to get that out control. They know that they can beat them here, and they're just gonna start setting up for P3 already. Insane stuff from him. He's on a 5-killing spree.
I mean, this is just some severe levels of confidence for these guys. Magnifico going all the way up top as well, trying to get that green control like you talked about. So pivotal. He's coming up behind Zingerzam, gonna be lighting him up in the rear, and no one else the wiser. They're gonna snag the spawns away from them, so even if they don't win off this, which is albeit unlikely, they still have P5 spawns, and they are just looking so good statistically right now. Speaking of statistics, let's take a look here. Oh my goodness. Everybody, and I mean everybody except for Ribo, is positive for Knights Templar. Only people positive for Plague Nation is Lash right now. Everyone else really struggling in the killing department.
Yeah, and Ray was on a 7-kill streak before he was taken out. Had a nasty little turn on 227 to 148. It looks like this game will be over soon unless Plague Nation can pull something out of their arsenal. The ARs need
like
to do
that.
the work because we've seen Knights Templar just play out, and these team kills are not helping from Plague Nation. ARs I want to see it pull up a bit is definitely Zinger. See Leo slaying out though, but
Ooh, this could be good, dude. Look at this.
oh,
They've
look,
got-
the rotation does come in here.
Yeah, they've got full control over next, so if they can get a little bit of time off this and then break next, it could still be an open game. So Plague Nation might not be as far gone as I had originally thought. They just have to have a good 2 hills here, and this is basically going to be do or die time. It's either you win, you do good on this hill and keep them from winning on this one, and then you break them on next as well, or you're going to be done and dusted right here, right now. It's looking like it's going to be a huge dog pile on the hill. Go ahead and take it over, dude. I know you want to say something about this.
Well, with 7 seconds left in the hill, there's not really any arrows there to do anything. There's going to be one last push, and never mind, they cannot make it. Knights Templar will go up 1-0 in a pretty dominant fashion, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, that was definitely not what Plague Nation needed at the end there. They were in a really, really rough spot, I'm going to be honest, especially when people are doing nice stuff like Atomic like this. I'm pretty sure we caught that earlier, actually. But yeah, when they're just fragging out like this, it is really, really hard for you to mount really anything. I mean, they tried to just get as many guys as they possibly could on P4, but the strength and togetherness of Knights Templar just really shown them through the rest of the game. And it got them to a point where, oh my goodness, just stringing those points together. P5 and then just really preventing the enemy team from getting much time, any time off of P2 and then P3. It's really, really what sunk them was the first rotation P4 all the way to P2. That's where it really, really went wrong for them.
But you really see, look at the scoreboard right now. Nordic 14-14 doesn't get as many kills as his teammates, but it shows how he has the level of trust for his teammates to slay out around the hill, and he just gets the time. Amazing stuff on them. It really shows the map control awareness and knowledge that Knights Templars have. Plague Nation seemed like they were always chasing for the rotations and chasing for the break. They couldn't catch a break there, as I say it, but Knights Templars almost 100-point difference here. And I'm excited to see how this S&D will play out.
Yeah, in all honesty, I think this is going to be a little bit better for Plague Nation if I had to make an assumption, because, I mean, in heads-up gunfights, they weren't doing it too bad, but a lot of the kills that I saw from Knights Templar weren't necessarily because they were just dogging on them in the gunfights, just heads-up gunfights. They were getting them on the rotations as well, just being in places that they weren't expecting them to be in, and just keeping good map control. And with good map control, the kills start to flow in big time. And I think that's where we really saw a lot of their kills come from. So when there's not really a rotating point and there's a fixed spawn location, who knows how good these Plague Nation guys will do, but we're going to have to go to a break here. Anything you want to leave us off with before we go to this break?
Before we leave, I say S&D wins series, and if Plague Nation wants to make this competitive, they need to win this S&D just to make it close here.
100% the case. That is definitely a school of thought. You take all the S&Ds and snag a respawn. That is definitely a school of thought and how to win things. But yeah, it all depends on you winning the first search and destroy, which we will come back in here a little bit with to see who will win this search and destroy. Will it be 2-0 in the hands of Knights Templar, or will they bring it back 1-1 Plague Nation? We'll find out soon.
Welcome back, everyone. We are hopping into game number 2. If you're just tuning in, Knights Templar are up 1-0 in a pretty dominant hardpoint game. We'll see what they can do here. Will they get the 2-0 and try to close it out with this 3-0? Or will Plague Nation tie this up 1-1?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit close in the beginning, but then Knights Templar just really started stringing hills together, and then they made it look a lot less close than it was early on. Atomic going to be trying to make a little bit of push up here with the sniper. And speaking of pushing up, so is pretty much everybody else going for a fast hit on this B site. Now that's going to really call into, I was about to say Mob, but he is apparently now dead. Leo Thowdy going to be trapped upstairs and is now dead, I guess. Everybody, as soon as I want to click on them, they die. Zingerzam rushing on in to the defense of the bomb site does take down one in the face. That's Ray going down. And everyone else still dogpiling on in. It is literally just him and Cloud coming around the outside here, actually. He's going to take down Nordic, and it is now a 1v1 between Zingerzam and Atomic. Plenty of time left to go. He could even make a rotation if he wants, but it's going to be tight. He doesn't even have the bomb. He's just going straight in for the shell, dude.
Zingerzam can't close it out. Knights Templar goes up 1-0 in this search and destroy. That was amazing stuff. I believe you heard him open the door, but Plague Nation had some life in that round. They were down 5-3, but then all of a sudden Lash had a big 2-piece while the members of Knights Templar entered into the bomb site. But then it was just a trade fest, and the Knights Templar closed it out in that one-on-one.
Yes, indeed they did. Now I'm kind of curious to see the sniping department for Plague Nation. Let's see what Cloud decides to do here. It looks like they're going for a hardcore hit on A, watching the trench just to keep it nice and open for his team. He's got a little bit of a target there, potentially, as you can see from the X-ray. But it looks like everybody going Route 1 is going to be getting a little bit taken down. They hear the guy and, he misses the shot. Leo Thowdy could have been in some serious danger there if he hadn't taken down Ray himself, as Cloud missed his shot. But bomb is down. No really huge threat about that. They can easily go and pick it up more or less. They just got to keep an eye on this guy in the trench. Life for a life, a soul for a soul, as Thanos would say. And Cloud now trying to keep an eye on the bomb site. He's got a little bit of an inkling as to where these dudes are. Gets wallbanged, I think? But close to dying, but not quite.
A small little hit marker there for sure. I'm surprised that didn't hit. It looked like it was going to be a headshot. They do get the information. I do not know, actually. I don't think they know that Zingerzam's planning right now.
Well, they definitely know it now.
Plague Nation closes it out 1-1. Tied up, and hopefully this goes the distance here. I want to see around 11.
I mean, it's totally possible. This is a new Plague Nation site, so I can't really speak to how good they are at search and destroy, but so far they've been doing a good job. But in the past Knights Templar, it's very rare that they lose a search and destroy. They are 3-1, like you said earlier, giving me that awesome info. But yeah, Knights Templar now going to be back on the attack. Neither team has won a defensive round yet, unless I am just completely wrong. But Rybo going to be leading the charge here, instantly smoking off the trench, and in they go. He's going to get a little bit hit up, so they know he's going to be there, and double nades coming out very, very quickly because of the hit marker gained from the flash. And he was pretty much slowed, so he couldn't get out of there anyway. That's the idea behind that. But Knights Templar still closing in a little bit, but dying in the process. Magnifico got a guy on the bomb site. Could really use some help from Ray, but he is watching the center, so Magnifico, he's pretty much going to be all by himself. Going to try and bait this guy out, maybe for his sniper to take a shot at, potentially. But I don't know. They're really running out of time. He's going to be getting baited out by the sniper to make some shots. Magnifico, if he really wants to, could hop up on that rock and take a little bit of shots the way of the guy on the bomb. As Lash, he's looking towards the exit from the far side of the trench. He's doing exactly what I said. Put some shots on him, but in comes the guy in the back to take him down. But Atomic with the jump shot, taking him down! He's going to be picking up a gun. Minimal time to do this. He's going to have to do something quick.
It's a 1 versus 2 right now. Atomic might see him right here, make it 1 versus 1. He doesn't have time to plant, and this is going to be great map knowledge right now from Mob. He's not going to challenge it, and Plague Nation will go up 2-1 in this search. Wow, that snipe was a little bit dirty if I... Wow.
Oh, I totally wish I caught that from my perspective. I saw it from the third person, courtesy of the guy I was viewing on number 4. I'll remember his name in just a second. It was Magnifico. I totally saw him do it from Magnifico's eyes, but, I mean, those are some pretty nice things that you don't hit too often, showing that Atomic is a really solid sniper rifle. If you didn't see his KD, it is a 4-1 right now, so this dude is really making a good difference for his team. Unfortunately, it's not enough of a difference for them to be in the lead right now. Speaking of making a good difference, grenades coming out from Lash, taking some dudes down, making them less likely to peek the trench, but Nordic's still thinking about it, just in case he's going to get a hit marker in the trench, and he peeks around for lethality. And now he's going to be sitting pretty while there's still one in the trench. He doesn't know about it. You don't get a 2 hit markers. Oh, and now Lash is going to be coming up here, running on away now as Atomic does take down one. Meanwhile, Rival making a flank around the back, but they have kind of got the mid secure for a possible rotation, but when he's that close to the bomb site, I doubt they're going to be doing it.
Yeah, it's a 3v3 situation right now. 30 seconds to work with. Plague Nation needs to get this plant down. But as I say, Lash gets taken out by Nordic. Nordic gets 2. It's all up to Cloud in the 1 versus 3. And Cloud gets the pistol shots on Atomic. Make it 1 versus 2. He picks up the sniper. Or he had the sniper.
He had a sniper already, yeah.
Yeah. And he looks like he's not going to find anyone. Bomb is down. Knights Templar will go up 2-2, make it tying it up. I was about to say 3-1, but no, it is 2-2, all tied up here.
Yeah, Knights Templar kind of giving Plague Nation a little bit of their own medicine. They do not like it at all. Does not taste very nice. It's not one of those. Well, I mean, flavored medicine still tasted bad, but it's not even a flavored medicine. It's just straight up cough syrup. But anyways, they are going to be having a hard time choking that one down after they run out of time, just like they forced their opponents to. It's a very common thing that you do, and it's going to be dictating how these guys do their things now. Probably going to be seeing a little bit more aggression from these guys because they both know what it feels like to lose a round just because they run out of time. So probably going to be making countermeasures to make sure that doesn't happen again, I would imagine.
Yeah, Atomic is hopping on the snipe. He's actually going to start going to trench. He might actually find one. Well, I don't know which number that is. Number 6, Zinger Zam. He might peek him right here, and he gets the shot.
Nice.
Atomic making it a 5 versus 4, but Leo trading it out on. Oh, make it 2. So it's gonna be a 4v3 right now for Plague Nation. Amazing defensive rounds.
Oh, he catches him on the retreat.
He gets 3. Give him the ace right now. We're gonna hop on him, and amazing stuff from them. This is the problem with the A-bomb site. When you have the man disadvantage, Leo gets a few shots. It makes it super hard to go for that plant because Cloud gets a snipe. That's on GG's. Atomic. I can't even focus on what I'm saying. It's all up to Rivo. He's 0-3 right now. Let's see if he can pull it out, and he cannot. Plague Nation will go up 3-2 in this search.
The dude literally could not have any hope of doing anything right there. He was surrounded, he didn't have the bomb, and he would have had to take down 4 of them in about 20 seconds. So they basically would have had to cost every single player on that team would have had to throw their life away just in his general direction, and he would have still had to kill all of them on merit. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is he was more or less screwed, so not really too much of something to judge him by personally. Still doing, let's see. He's actually 0-4 right now, so I was about to say don't judge him on that, but I mean, he's still been not having too good of an impact for his team. Gonna be trying to fix that this time around. Ribo. He's actually going, without even knowing it, the way that pretty much the entire enemy team is, might be able to catch one out here, as they're pretty much getting up, all up in the B site. They're taking up positions around it, and they're getting ready to breach. Just waiting for Cloud and Zinger Zam to get in position, but Rival getting stunned out. They're going to know he's around here somewhere, but it appears that Nordic is going to be a little bit of lightning rod. They're going to know that he is here, and Nordic still going to take him down anyway. But now with control of the site is Plague Nation, they're going to have to play it really smart from here, especially with Magnifico getting so close to them. Upstairs.
Rybo is gonna get his first kill, and it's on the bomb carrier. Bomb will be down on B. It's a 2 versus 3 right now. Leo and Mob get kills of themselves, but all of a sudden it's up to Leo in the 1 versus 3. Make that 1 versus 2. He has 2 kills already to his name this round, and he has 20 seconds to work with. It's looking quite grim for him. He needs to do something now.
I mean, all he has to do is take down Nordic, and Rybo, I don't think he can possibly run away from the site in time. He is going to take him down, and now Rybo should be running for that freaking, I don't even know, running for the hills right now. And it appears that he is leaving Leo Thowdy once again without time to plant the bomb. This is... man, that could have been really, really good for Leo if he just had a little bit more time. These guys got to work on their time management skills. Got to go back to health class and work on their time management skills.
Yeah, it's happened for both teams. A total of 3 rounds where the teams are caught not being able to plant and the timer runs out. You don't usually see this, but it really shows how punishing... we're seeing more of a trend of Knights Templar and Plague Nation transitioning to the B bomb site. The A bomb site is super punishing when you go down to, as Mob gets the 2-piece. Atomic and Ray trade it out, makes it a 3v3. Make that 2v3 for Plague Nation. And they're going to get a huge advantage here. 1 minute left. Cloud is going to try to go on the flank. He sees one. He gets the quick scope. And it's all up to Ray in the 1 versus 3 here. Ray's going to find one. He gets the kill on Lash. He has 30 seconds to work with now. And he needs to do something.
Looks like Zingerzam has just revealed his position to him. Just gonna be wall banging the door, but he doesn't have the bomb. I don't quite know what he's doing here. I think he's trying to rotate back to the bomb and then try and take on Zingerzam. Little does he know that Cloud is still across the street and basically on the bomb. So if he can just make a quick little killing spree out of this, he'll be fine, but Cloud just running in circles trying to avoid him, and now Zingerzam again gonna be running for the hills. I guess these guys are kind of slow learners as they have fallen for the same trick. We've seen the same thing happen 4 times in a row, 2 times in a row for each team, and Plague Nation takes the lead.
Man, someone get the bomb down, please. I'm trying to see a bit of more intensity here, but it's just a common theme right now. They're slowing down. They need to play a bit more fast pace, if I do say so myself. But look at Nordic, 10 and 6. We got Leo, 8 and 5. Definitely they're shooters for this this matchup here. It's definitely a closer S&D than I expected.
I don't think these guys know the meaning of the term offense, my dude. But anyways, we're going to be seeing Ray come on up here as they're literally just throttling them right now. Going in, showing them exactly what offense means, but from the defensive side. Rybo trying to make a little bit of a big boy flanker on the back right now. He's about to run into one, and he is actually going to take down Mob. So Zingerzam all by himself up against 4. Bomb is very close at hand, so if he can pick that up before Rybo turns the corner, he'll be golden. Rybo going to be turning the corner now, and he is going to be made into a little bit of a Plague Nation sandwich. Nice Templar, nice and keeping it up, but they're going to have to take 2 in a row at some point. They've got one this round. They need to put on another one in order to get the W more or less in their hands, because Plague Nation... It's been pretty much back and forth. It's been a round to Plague Nation and then a round to Knights Templar in that order. So if we keep going with this, Plague Nation will mathematically win. They'll get to 6
Yeah,
first.
I asked for this round 11. I hope it shows up. I do expect it to be an intense one here, but if I say whoever wins this round will win it for sure. It's just the obvious thing. It's been a trade fest for rounds, and it looks like it's gonna be a B push for this Knights Templar squad. Atomic won't really find anything here, but there's one player, number 5, Ray. He's already pushed up in the spawns of the enemy
Number
team.
9 too, though. Leo coming around the back as well.
Oh, so a double flank here, but
They're flanking their flank.
we're gonna see what they can do. It's a 5v4 right now. Make it 4v4. Raze might find 2 here. He's gonna find the second, but
I tried to
Zinger
switch.
gets the kill on him. It's a 2 versus 3. Make that 2 versus 2. It's all up to Rybo and Magnifico versus Zinger and Cloud.
They are finally going to get the plant this time, though, and Zinger, Zam, and Cloud are going to be pushed onto the offensive now. They have to go and get the defuse in time, but they're still biding their time. Very, very narrowly doesn't see Magnifico, but Cloud still might be able to catch sight of him, and apparently not going to catch sight of anything because he's dead. Can't see anything when you're dead. Zinger Zam just standing on the bomb, trying to get him to come after him. He's going to stand on the bomb, trying to get him to come out and chase him, but he's not going to do that. No chasing kills for Knights Templar. They put the 2 rounds together, and if they can string a third one, then they will definitely be able to win this, obviously, because it'll be 6-0. But, I mean, it's totally possible that we see Plague Nation keeping up the trading game going on here and take another round, and the Knights Templar and they take another one, but I mean, it's going to be really close, my dude. Like you said, you think that Knights Templar are going to win now because they took this round and got to 5 first. So basically, pressure's going to be on for Plague Nation. Can't drop another round.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily agree on how Zinger challenged that, but sometimes the pressure gets to the teams here. Solid 1v1 gunfight from the Knights Templar, but we're going to see this aggressive push from Plague Nation on the trench side. This is a major step from them.
They're there.
Might catch Nordic, or Nordic might get a 3-piece, you never know.
Oh, left stranded. But Atomic still there to help him with the pistol from the window. All that's left is Cloud, and he's gonna get surrounded and pounded. What an unmitigated disaster of a push for Plague Nation. That was completely eaten up by Knights Templar. Literally dead in the blink of an eye, dude. That was literally everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. They all 3 pushed up into trench. They all died in trench. Bomb was down, and they got flanked.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do those high-risk, high-reward type plays to see if you can win those rounds. Unfortunately, it did not play out well for Plague Nation. Right now, Knights Templar is looking pretty good, sitting at a 2-0. Plague Nation needs to win 3 in a row to do this reverse sweep. It's looking very, very grim for them, and they need to win this just to make a spot into the playoffs. They need to make it to the finals. They were 0-3 in map count. They need to show a bit of life, at least to win 1 map in this K7 league.
Man, dude, that was a big yikes for them. They're keeping it close along for the entire game, more or less. They were in the driver's seat for pretty much the entire game.
Yeah.
They had the lead, and even if they were trading rounds, they still had the confidence to get the round right back after that, and I feel like they got a little too complacent and just said, if we can keep trading rounds, we'll eventually win. But Knights Templar's like, nah, we're not content to go down like this, and they just turned it up to a level that their opponents were not quite ready for. Tried to react with something else, but that something else did not quite work out for Plague Nation, and they did end up losing that one. So it's going to come down to domination. Can you go ahead and tell me, since you are a resident statistician, what Knights Templar's record is in domination, if you have that on hand?
The record for domination, give me 1 second. It is... so the record for domination is 2-1 for Knights Templars and 0-1 for Plague Nation.
I mean, could be worse. But it could be worse. But Knights Templar, I mean, I don't know how many of those were on St. Petrograd, per se, but this is a little bit of a different domination map, which could play to either team's favor. It's really going to come down to who really can just beat down the enemy team a significant amount first and get full map control, because from there it's really hard to get back in. It's why you see teams play so dang carefully on this, because one false move, your team wiped, you could possibly be getting full capped. Next thing you know, and you're stuck, and then you're down by 40 to 60 points. So we're going to be coming back in with that in just a little bit, taking a little bit of a 3-minute break, because sooner we get done with that, sooner we get in with the match. So guys, we're going to be taking a little bit of a break here, like I just said. Stay tuned. Do not let your hearts be troubled. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Welcome back. We are hopping into game number 3, St. Petrograd domination. If you're just tuning in, Knights
Ooh, maybe not.
Templars are up 2-0 versus Plague Nation. We're gonna see what Plague can do. They are 0-5 right now in map count technically in this league. They need to do something or else they'll be eliminated
Can I
here.
call a timeout here real quick? What the heck happened to their final player? And they're gonna realize it too. So
Alright, never mind. We'll restart that intro.
yeah, we're gonna just redo that real quick. Right lagged out. Alrighty then. But yeah, I mean, it's a good little insight for things to come. Apparently Plague Nation, apparently not really much really to say because only 1 kill was done there, I guess you could say. So a little bit of the leg workout just to run to the line of scrimmage and then run all the way back and say false start, no penalty, whatever that football stuff is. I don't watch American football, fun fact. I watch soccer, but I think that's a thing in soccer, right? I mean, a thing in American football, right? False start.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty then. So yeah, like we said, it's going to be some St. Petro hardpoint, and now this time we are going to be doing a little bit of a fancy listen-in with both of these teams. Actually, we're going to be getting one of them in the first half and then another one in the second half, just to make sure that everybody gets their time to shine. As you can see, it is St. Petrograd domination. Again, just waiting for their last guy to hop in. And if it does manage to go into the hands of Plague Nation, if they can break the losing streak, they will be moving on to some fan favorite Gun Runner 2 times in a row. Assuming that they can win one of them, they'll be having 2, but might just be 1. But again, they have to win this domination first. And judging by Knights Templars statistics, they look really solid. Plague Nation, you can't really judge them by their statistics because that is the statistics of their predecessors. But I mean, so far they really haven't made too much of a difference from their predecessor team, their grandfather team. But anyways, we are going to be hopping in now with some St. Petrograd domination. As you can see here, St. Petrograd, the river is a little bit frozen. It's got a nice little area here to eat at. So assuming that we weren't fighting here, it would be a pretty nice place to visit, I would imagine. But like, not right now, I guess you could say. Maybe it's got one of those Sochi hotels, you know, with like the toilet inside out or whatever they had wrong with it.
Maybe, but if you're just
You know what I'm
tuning
talking
in,
about though?
I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest.
Okay, so the Winter Olympics in Russia, the hotels were notoriously bad. They had a lot of really funny pictures on the internet, like one of the toilets was upside down or inside out or something like that. Anyways, back to the match. Ray going in for an overextension instantly to C, and they are going to be pretty much taking it. They've already flipped them out for apartment side spawns as they are starting to get B as well. Cloud trying to stop this, but he's going to get naded out by his own teammate, so they're in a little bit of a rough patch here. So not only do they have to get back on C, they have to prevent B from being capped as well. Otherwise, they could be spawn trapped off the rip here, my friend.
And I think it's starting to happen. They're looking like they're about to get spawn trapped here. They need to do something. But as I say that Zinger strip spawning into the back pool area, it looks like it will be a spawn flip for this Knights Templars team. And if you're just tuning in, it is 2-0 for Knights Templar. Plague Nation needs to win all 3 maps to do the reverse sweep, and it will be a 2 flag cap for this team, and Plague Nation needs to do something here.
Yeah, really gotta do something. They are already at a triple deficit to Knights Templar right now, about that much. They're really starting to fall behind, and Knights Templar not letting up for just a second, going in for A, just keeping them nice and busy and away from B and divided as well. B is literally the hardest objective to take if you're not all together as a team, just because there's so much pressure on it. It's literally in the middle of the map and it's got basically next to no cover. You also have these windows that you can shoot down onto it from. It's very not fun times on B, especially if you're by yourself. But it looks like they've kind of cleared it out a little bit. All they have to do is deal with Atomic and Nordic at the top. But everyone else is kind of distracted with something else. Lash going to be turning on Magnifico right there. That's pretty nice. So Nordic, the only one left, is going to be dragged back to C, still trying to find this guy, which he does, but B is getting capped very, very quickly, so this might be a little bit of a rough spot. Now that B is capped, Plague Nation can just sit pretty on their laurels and let that score tick up.
Yeah, they're winning the gunfights in mid-map. They're finally getting their foot in, and we might start seeing a closer scoreboard here, and Plague Nation might be taking this lead very shortly. But look at the kills. Nordic 4-0, Atomic 10-5. Like, you see the slaying power from this Knights Templar team. Zinger and his squadron is slowly picking up in the kill department. And they have this map control, but look at the player on A. They're gonna get this neutral.
Dude,
and Knights
Leo
Templar
fouled
just
you,
came
though.
in
He is
right
running
now.
amok. Sorry, he was. And I thought he was gonna get C under their control, but that still might be the case, my dude. Unless Atomic can take this guy off of C, they're basically stuck.
Yeah, Plague Nation gets the trip cap, and the tides have turned right now. Plague will be shortly taking this lead here. They will get the 2 cap. Knights Templar secures C, and they have great map control right now. Mob staying up top in the top hazmat, and it's a deadly spot for Plague Nation.
Yeah, it's not looking good. It literally turned on a freaking dime, stopped on a dime, and then, okay, apparently I had a little bit of lag there, but anyways.
And with this last minute, we should go to an Astro Gaming listening.
You're right. Technically not an Astro Gaming listen.
Oh,
we'll
right.
call it a Rogue Energy listen with
Exactly.
Plague Nation. Just go ahead and mute yourself and we'll join their chat.
1A.
Ah,
Looking
shit.
mid.
Go for C. Push to C.
Got one in the back.
I'm gonna hold top cave. I'm gonna hold top cave.
I'm only top hazzy.
I'm just playing mid trains.
One of you be a nuisance. One of you be a nuisance.
Yeah.
I'm hopping.
Grab C right away, boys.
He's in the back.
One
He's in the
mid,
back. Back roof. On my back roof.
I got top cafe.
Mid.
Gotta come up roof.
Absolute blue van.
B.
Damn.
One top cafe, rival.
Come on, boys. We need that home
We're gonna
fight.
get him
We need
off
that
the
home
roof.
fight.
Let's
Come on,
see.
come on. Let's pop PvP.
I'm nading B.
Yeah.
I'm going A.
They're on B. One flash on B. They got 2 or 3 there. Got him on. Be hurt. Be dead. Cap it. Top calf. Right on me. Telly.
Got him.
Good shit, guys.
Hold.
Keep going. Hold this. Yeah.
Hold high ground.
Alright, it's
Yeah,
A.
go top
It's
calf
A.
right away.
Three one spawns.
Yeah.
I got A.
I got one B.
Slide.
I'm holding mid.
Oh.
I got another one B. P1 spawns in river.
Yeah.
Alright, good
There you go.
Good job, Marvin Lee. Let's
Not
go.
bad at all.
Sorry, I just wanted to hear the end and if there were any celebrations coming out from them at the end of the half. But, I mean, it was pretty reserved from them. They know they still have a little bit of a mountain to climb. As you can see, they literally only are up by 3 right now, and they are now on the bad side. So, definitely still got a little bit of work to do before the celebrations start.
And if you don't mind, can you pop back the stream on the Discord?
Oh,
But
you're right about that. I always forget that. Oh, that's my bad. That's my face cam. But yeah, screen share
worries.
popping up for you right now, my dude.
So, Plague Nation takes the lead, showing some life in this best of 5. It's a bit weird though. Knights Templar has the slaying power, but key players right now for Plague Nation is Mob. He's 17-8. He's popping off for his team, and then we've got Zinger with the OBJ, 5 captures to his name.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you would really think, based on the KDs, that Knights Templar would be in the lead, but that just shows you the tenacity and the willpower of Plague Nation. It's not a... You can get slayed 1,000 times. It's like Naruto, dude. Like, you never give up for any reason at all. But anyways, enough anime references. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. We're gonna be seeing Knights Templar never giving up and starting to take control over B. Neutralizing it at the very least is gonna mean that Plague Nation are gonna have to at least go back for it themselves. Cloud up in here, gonna get slid on by Ray. And he is still chilling here, still getting attacked though. He's in the smoke, so he's running around like an absolute maniac, like an absolute psycho with a knife. But he's gonna get taken down by somebody else. That was Mob. realizing that both guys are out of ammo and having their knives out, easy kills for him. He's now 20 and 10. Gonna be nading out Lion because why not? There's a guy on Ambi, I'm pretty sure he got the call out on that. And easy kills for him again. Ribo literally jumps into his death like a lemming from above, but it's still looking possible for Plague Nation as they're making trouble at C. They're starting to get advanced positions.
And as that happens, Ribo and Ray get the kills, and they will get the C flag. It's a double cap right now for Knights Templar. They do take the lead, 100 to 99. And this is looking really strong for their team. We should hop into a Rogue Energy listen-in.
With Knights Templar, I'm down for that. I was gonna wait until the end, but let's do it.
I got back. Joe, stay there.
Pineapple.
Excuse me? Oh. I just lost. Alright, one's mid tracks. He's B. Back up seat. Yeah, back up seat. Nice job, Joe. Nice job. It's okay. I'm getting top pass control. One's on me at B. Leo's B.
I'm on A.
I'm staying back C.
Leo's hitting C. That might gate.
Holy shit.
Gate,
right?
Gate weak.
One more A.
Nice. I have 8 bullets. I gotta go grab that.
I'm top cafe.
Alright, I'm hopping B then. Hoppy with me.
Going back frame.
Alrighty then, just gonna get the screen back up for you so that you can see, but that was a pretty calm comms for the most part. I did hear a little bit of yelling, but it was yelling for joy because of kills they got, pretty much more or less. It was more like a happy yelling and not an upset type of yelling.
I mean, for a lot of teams, hype is definitely a factor. And right now, Knights Templar are sitting comfortable. Plague Nation needs to do something with 1 minute left. They need to get this double cap to win. And as I say it, Cloud hops on the B flag. This is going to be a close ending here. And they need to hold his 2 cap for the rest of it. But as I say it, Lash gets the kills. He needs to hop in with Mob.
Atomic's behind all of them somehow.
They're going to get this double cap though. And with 50 seconds left, they can still win it here. Mob's on a 5 killing spree, and they just need to hold this 2 cap.
Dude, they're just giving them no chance right here. They're going in for the triple cap now. Leo Thaudy, they don't know if they need it or not, so they're going to be playing it safe and trying to go for it. They've really got to win these gunfights here. Leo Thaudy going to be tricking Nordic as to where he is, and he's going to be taking down another. That is impressive and a half right there, keeping him nice and trapped in the spawns. He's just got to win this one more, and he can't do it. But at least now Knights Templar isn't gaining any more points. They're going to be, for a second there, for at least 1 tick, not getting any points. So getting even closer is Plague Nation, but still Knights Templar know that this is going to be too close for comfort. They're going in for A as they're about to lose C. Ray about to get into a fight, but he does win it at the expense of his teammate's life, so they're going to be keeping on to A just enough. 3 points is all it's going to be. So dang close for Plague Nation, but no cigar for them. That is going to send them packing to next week, while Knights Templar are going to be moving on to the next portion of the weekend bracket.
Yeah, when Knights Templar had it, they almost lost the grip and they almost lost that win, but they clutched up near the end. They got the neutral on C, they got the neutral on A, and it ended quickly right there. Plague Nation going down 0-6, losing 2 3-0 matches. It really is unfortunate for them. They need to go back to the drawing board, and as you said earlier, the KDs will probably not change that much. Knights Templar are still looking dominant, and they will move on to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good effort from Plague Nation. They got so dang close, but a few individual gunfights there at the end, they just couldn't keep the full cap together at the end, and man, it was just so dang close. That was a pleasure to watch there at the end, and what made it even better was hearing how into it all the players were, in all honesty, because honestly, it's really fun to... It's one thing to get the hype yourself and imagine how the players are saying it, but to hear them and how even infinitesimally more hyped they are than you imagined, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Just
and
adds
I'm
an
just
extra
curious,
ambience.
will we have a post-game interview from any of these teams tonight?
Yeah, one did hit me up for a post-game interview. That was Zingerzam, and I'm curious to see if he still wants to do it. I'm going to see if he is still down for it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the match right now. We're just going to be having a little bit of an interview with Zingerzam, as he is still nice and ready to do it. And I'm trying to figure out how to quite get him in here. Would it be possible for you to drag him in here for me, Mr. Mando, aka Element Shadow?
Ooh, I can't. I don't think I have the admin control to actually drag him into here, but I'll try. I wasn't even able to get into the listening, so.
Oh, actually, I can join in there, but I can't drag him in here. So, I am going to join their comms, and I'm going to just have a talk with them.
Alright, I guess you're going to have a solo interview, because I don't think I can join that one.
Yeah, that sucks. If you can get permissions real quick and then join up with me, feel free, dude.
For sure, I'll try to do that.
Alright. Yo, what's up, Zingerzam and others?
Hello, hello.
Alright, so I don't really have privileges to drag you into another place, so I guess we can just do it right here if you want the interview. Oh, okay, he's gone. Oh, he's in the live broadcast room now. Apparently they dragged him up.
Maka needs to. There we go.
Alright, so apparently they figured out how to drag you up here. That's awesome. Perfect. So, yeah, first of all, how do you feel about the match that you just played? Ultimately, it was probably not what you guys were hoping for. I mean, obviously everybody hoping for the win, but for your guys' first time in this league, how do you guys feel it went?
Yeah, I think we got off to a slow start in that hard point. You know, they really dominated us on some hills. You know, and then that search came around. You know, we were going 1-for-1 on those rounds. Every team was winning those defenses, and unfortunately, I lost a 1v1 on that round 9 or 10 or whatever it was, and they hit a good flank to cap the S&D, and you know the Dom we almost had it, but we just need more map control there. But overall, I think the guys played hard. We played good. I think we were all a little nervous off the hop, but we finally got into a groove by that second and third map.
Gotcha. So, one more question that I have is basically, what is your biggest thing that you learned from this experience? Because some things that people say is that it's not really a loss if you learned something. So, what did you guys learn for next time? Like, what are you going to improve upon? What was the glaring issue?
Yeah, I think we just got to relax. I think all of us were a little bit nervous, like I said, but I think also as well, you know, we were really chasing kills in that domination, and domination's a game mode where we definitely have to just sit back and relax. So I think one thing we got to learn is just to trade a little bit better and keep that map positioning. I think we all have the good gun skill there, but unfortunately, we got out traded. And we couldn't trade our kills some of the time, and that was the deciding factor.
All right, Element, you got anything to say?
Yeah. Well, so throughout the comms in the first side of the domination, you guys started off a bit slow. They had a 3-cap on you. What was the comms like to regain control and ended up by taking the lead in the first round? What were the comms like?
Yeah, so you know, we get in those situations. We want to stay cool and composed, right? You know, they had that 3-cap. I think all of us just took a breath, realized what was happening, and you know, worked at it one flag at a time. I think we got C off that cap. I know we were spawning P1 there in the apartments area, so we knew that we had to just pick a flag and go to it. And then I think we got 3 down, I believe, right off that trip cap or something like that, from what I remember. But we just had to, you know, take it slow, get that home flag, and then take B, and that way we were able to get a trip cap. Unfortunately, we couldn't hold a trip cap at the end there to try and secure the win.
I mean, yeah, that's always a really hard thing to do because you have to spread yourself so thin, and it really, really needs you to not only win usually one gunfight, one one-on-one, sometimes it necessitates that you win a bunch of 1v1s or necessarily a 2v1, stuff like that. And it's just constant pressure, and it's very, very hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely some crucial 1v1s that we lost. I mean, personally, I didn't have the greatest series, and I definitely didn't have a good domination, only dropping 9 kills. I was pretty disappointed, but, you know, that's the way things go sometimes, and you know what, I have to give my teammates props. They really picked it up, and we all played hard today.
All right, Element, you got anything else?
I am good. We're excited to see you guys in the future. Hopefully you guys can bounce back super strong. They were super close games, even though it was a 3-0. Like I said earlier, the Search, Domination, quite close games. Just unfortunately for you guys, Knights Templar came out strong. GG's to everyone, and we're excited to see what you guys can do in the future.
I actually do have one more question, though, Zinger.
Yeah.
It's not actually much of a question. It's more of just an opportunity for you. Something I like to do at the end of all the player interviews I do is let you say whatever you have on your mind. So is there anything you want to say to the audience before we end this off? Anything in the world? The stage is yours.
You know, I think competitive Call of Duty and the amateur scene especially is definitely a grind. And, you know, I think the one thing that I've learned, I've been playing competitive since Ghosts, and I haven't made it particularly far, but I think the one piece of advice I can give is just be resilient. You're going to run into people that are toxic and stuff. Just be resilient. And another thing I could say is you got to pick the better teammates over your friends. You know, you're going to gain great relationships throughout the course of your competitive amateur career. But overall, if you have a better opportunity, I think both sides have to respect that. And you guys, I think two guys should be able to continue being friends, even though you go to the better team, or maybe leave your friends for a better team. So, you know, you just gotta play your best, and you know, just stay on the grind. The grind never stops, right? So you know, just it'll come to you if you put in the time. It'll definitely come to you.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you so much, Zinger Zam. I really appreciate you doing the interview, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it. Me and Mando can go ahead.
We're gonna have an interview with Rybo now.
Oh, really? Okay, that's totally fine.
He's in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, Rybo? Thanks for hopping in, dude.
No problem, man. Oh, I didn't get to say about his Zamzam. Love that kid.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So, it's good to hear that you guys still love each other despite the fact that you guys were on opposite teams. Like he was saying before he left, despite the fact that you're not on the same team as someone doesn't mean you can't be friends with them. But anyways, first of all, congratulations on the win, Rybo. And
Thank you.
What would you say really put you guys over the top? Was it something that you did, something that they did wrong, or was it just innate skill? What happened?
Honestly, just such a great question. I'll start off. Thank you guys for the time. And I would honestly say it was just overall skill. I think that would be it. Not to be a little bit cocky or anything like that. When it came to map 3, we were kind of trolling like a lot. I don't know if you guys caught too much of that, but I think it was just Atomic just being nasty, you know, me clutching out, doing the OBJ, the dirty work, you know, just having a good time and just keeping the vibes up, and it didn't really matter.
Got it.
Wow, that is definitely a statement. What are you guys? Is there any teams you guys are looking out for in this tournament week here? Any teams you guys are a bit worried about, or are you guys feeling pretty confident going into it?
I wouldn't say worried about any team in particular. The only other decent team in this week is the Natural Talent team, which we'll see in the finals. But other than that, I'd say that's about it.
All right, so you heard it here from Rybo. It's gonna be the finals with Templar or
Natural Talent.
Or sorry, Natural Talent and Knights Templars. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So
that's about it for me.
One more question I do have before I let you say whatever you want is, so next game we're casting Band of Misfits and Nemesis Gaming. The winner of that goes on to face you guys. Who would you rather face and why?
Oh, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. A little brutal honesty. Plague is better than both of those teams. So
Ooh, okay.
I'm not too worried. I think it'll be a good match to watch. Those two are pretty close skill-wise. Honestly, I think Nemesis probably has the edge and should beat them. We should probably be playing Nemesis. Yeah, that's about it. Especially whenever Nordic Rain, Joe, the man, the myth, the legend starts going off. It'll be a different game.
Got it. All right. Anything you want to say here, Mando the Commando, aka Element Shadow, before I let him say whatever?
I think I'm good. Rival, good luck in the tourney. You are looking quite strong, and we'll see what you guys can do in the following days. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty then. So, last thing, but not least, anything you want to say before we finally end the stream off?
Me?
Yeah, you. The floor is yours. Anything you want to say can have.
Obviously, GG's the Plague Nation. It was a good time. I don't know who Uncle Wiley is talking trash in the chat, but that kid's Garbo. They didn't even play him with me last time in the scrim, so don't even let Nemesis try to get that gas. All right, that 3-0 doesn't mean anything with 2 subs, but that's besides the point. All right, that kid is dog meat. Don't even know who he is, but never heard of him, honestly. But okay, besides the fact, I want to say GG's. My teammates are nasty. You know, it's gonna be good vibes, and I look forward if they win. You know, well, we'll see them and see what happens.
We will indeed. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. Thank you so much, Rybo, for joining us again. And now me and Shadow are going to go ahead and close things down. Before we do end things off here, just want to give a big fat thank you to K7 for putting this on. Hero, especially, he does a really good job of doing things, as well as all of our referees and all of the other owners as well. Too many to count. Also, thank you so much to all of our sponsors, namely Rogue Energy and Get Good Hosts, for supplying some good energy, some good vibes, and some good hosts. But yeah, we'll be ending things off now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and come back in an hour, and we will have, as you just saw in the bracket, Band of Misfits versus Nemesis Gaming.